Good evening and welcome everyone to our Zoom training on prospecting and inviting, right? Now, this is one of the most important modules for each and every one of you because the faster you actually learn how to prospect, contact, and invite, the faster you actually start making big money with our business, right? So that's why we actually say that this is the most important module. Now, all the people who are there currently available and present in this, I can assure you, by the time this session is over, all of you will have a lot of ways how you can actually do this module, which is called prospecting and inviting. Now, how you prospect determines the way you prosper in any business. So prospecting is a very, very important tool, very, very important key for you to be very, very successful in this business. I request each and every one of you, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter how many years of experience you have, please take notes. Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask, can I get a copy of this presentation? Yes, you can, but that's not going to help. Somebody say, can you give me the video? Yes, it's going to be on YouTube, but it's not going to be the same when you write it. Because when you write something, you learn something in a lot bigger and better way, right? So let's actually start off with prospecting and inviting. How do you call people to attract them for our business? Okay, now please understand this. Prospecting is digging for gold, and you gotta dig till you find gold. Now, for all those people who've been 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they say, Coach, I spoke to 10 people. Coach, I spoke to 30 people. Coach, nobody is coming. Coach, this is happening. Coach, that is not happening. I understand it gets very frustrating, right? You know, when we were not doing this on Zoom and when we were doing it face to face, when people would actually give me these kind of things, Coach, nothing is happening. I'm trying very hard, Coach, nothing is happening. All I would do is give them a hug and buy them a cup of chai because it will happen, right? So, Harshita, I know you're feeling bad today. It's okay. Imagine I'm giving you a virtual hug and a hot cup of chai. Enjoy your chai and your funder would get clear. Just stay focused. Prospecting is like digging for gold. Now, when you're digging for gold, guys, please understand, is gold ever on the surface of the sand? Has anybody seen how gold digging is done? Anybody out there? Have they seen it? Okay. Has anyone? Oh, I can't see people. Is people raising their hands, Anthony? You don't just dig 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter and boom, you get gold. No, you have to dig. You really have to dig deep. And prospecting is exactly digging for gold. So some people get lucky. They just take 2 shovels and boom, they find little gold. But that's not gold. You got to dig till the time you find it. By the way, when you find gold, what happens? It's so dirty, it's so covered with sand, it's yuck. Sometimes, even if it is gold, you would not want to touch it because it's very dirty, it's fully covered with sand. So, what do you need to do? You need to wash it and you need to start polishing it, right? And that's what we at Blitz do with all our downlines. First, we help dig for gold, and when we find the gold, we start polishing them, right? And only polished gold actually sells in the market. So if it's going to take you a little longer to find your gold, it's okay. Keep digging. Now, let's do a reality check, right? It makes sense that if you're going to build any business in the world, you must have people to talk to. Otherwise, you will be in it for a long drought of business and your business will fail. I repeat, reality check. It makes sense that if you are going to build any business in the world, you must have people to talk to. Otherwise, you will be in for a long drought in the business and your business will fail. Now, what do I mean by that? When people join network marketing business, they always give me the spiel I don't have any prospects. All my family is against it. Everybody's against it. The whole world is against it. Nobody will believe me. Blah, 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 blah. They always come with this. Guys, you're starting a business. Now, is ReNao Global a business? Is it a business? Oh, I can't hear you, but at least I can see some reaction signs. Is it a business? Yes, it's a business. Now you say you have got nobody in the world to speak to. Then what? How will this business work? Guys, forget network marketing business. Let's talk about any business. Let's say we start a chai shop. Let's say we are actually selling ice cream. Let's say we are selling chocolates. You need customers. Am I right? Do we need customers? Yes, we need customers. Prospects or potential prospects are people that we can actually speak to who are potential customers, right? And you find potential customers everywhere in the world. But you need to have the courage and the guts to actually, courage and the guts to actually talk to people, right? For all those people who are busy on their phone, I request you not to be busy on the phone, because what I'm trying to do out here with all the energy in the world is to actually change your life, right? Please focus on what is being said, because your life can actually change in the next 2 years, next 2 months, maybe next 2 days after this training is done, provided you clearly understand what is being said, right? All this business needs is focus. And when you actually have that focus, you can be very, very successful in this business. So please focus, right? Now, coming back to what we were saying. So you need to find people that you got to talk to, right? Now, where are people? People are everywhere. If you want to write some statistics down, please write it. If you're looking for a place where you can find 6 billion people, go to facebook.com. If you're looking for, uh, let's say, 2.3 billion people, go to linkedin.com. If you're looking for 2 million people, go to Dubai, right? If you're looking for 1 billion people, go to India. Sorry, what 1 billion? 100 billion people, go to India. If you want more than 100 billion people, go to China. People are everywhere. Now, how you contact them is what matters the most. Now, it is not that we don't have contacts. We all have contacts. Now, there's a small exercise I want all of you to do. When you actually take your phone, please take your phone, all of you, take your phone, right, and scroll down right at the bottom. Right at the bottom, right? It says, how many contacts do you have on this phone? Okay, how many contacts you have in this phone? In the chat box, can you please write, be honest, please? Please be honest. In the chat box, can you write the number that shows on the bottom of the phone on the chat box, if you don't mind, everybody? Are people writing? Yeah, I can't see. I genuinely can't see. Okay, I can see something coming. Just one second. Chat. Yes, I can see some numbers coming. Divya says 2000. Harshita says 552. Anthony says 2620. Lucky 1072. Kadir says 250. Purushottam, Saurabh Sharma, Santosh Jalan, Rizmi, Fuaz Ali, Modesta, Khaldun. I think there are more than these people in this, right? Guys, uplines, please, if you see your downlines number out here, please write this down. You know your team member. Can everybody put the numbers here? Please put the numbers. And uplines, If these people belong to your team, please write the name and please write this number down. Okay. Now, some people didn't understand what I said. Uh, Only these many people have phones in this room? Really? Okay. I know there are more numbers. More numbers. There are a lot more people in this group. There are 32 people. Everybody. Everybody. Omar, do you have a phone? Guys, especially with the new people in your team, this is the best part of the business, right? Especially the new people, right? Okay, more numbers from the team. Okay, everybody has have they written down. Okay, now when you actually see this list, now I think you'll have a small smile on your face, right? Especially if you're their uplines, because you have realized one thing, that these people are not dumb people. They have leads, they have prospects, they have contacts on their phone, right? They have contacts on the phone, which is very good. That's how the business starts. All that numbers that you people are writing on the chat group, they're called potential people. Now, what needs to be done? You need to contact these people one by one by one by one. And that is called contacting. And in this training, we're going to teach you how to contact these people. Now, once you start contacting these people, then it becomes something called leads. Some are current leads, positive. Some are to be left alone for now, talked upon a little later. And some you leave it for a lot later, right? So some you will contact immediately or follow up with them immediately, leads. You will bifurcate your leads into a little later and then a little later, right? So you're going to break this down again into three. Now you start finalizing. All those people who sounded interested in the first time, you talk to them first, then you talk to the people who are interested next, and so on and so forth, right? So when you actually do that, you suddenly realize that, oh wow, there are a lot of prospects in the team. And then you start making them one by one as a client. One by one as a client, right? Now, that's how you actually clear your reality check, right? Now, Anthony, if I may unmute you. Anthony, unmute yourself.
Yes, coach.
Okay, how many people from your team in this call? Khaldun, next question is for you. How many people in your team on this call?
Coach, almost 9, coach.
9 people. Did all the 9 write the number?
No, coach.
No. So who did not write? Call their names, ask them to write their numbers. Khaldun,
Okay.
how many people in your team? In this group?
I have 6 people.
6 people. Very good. Has everybody written the contact list number?
Yes, they wrote.
Everybody. Very good.
Mr. Ragad, yes.
Yes, very good. So Anthony, who has not written?
I'm just checking, coach.
Right, no problem. Gaurav, if you're actually going to be doing the same, it'll be helpful. Pradeep, if you're going to do the same, it's going to be very, very helpful because I'm trying to drive a point out here. I'm trying to drive a point, and I would like to know, because there's no point in simply training. If training becomes effective only when we're putting proper measures, right? So Anthony, have you done your numbers?
Yes,
Adam,
coach.
who's not given the numbers?
All are given now.
All are given numbers. Fantastic. So, what is, Anthony, what is your number?
Contact 2620.
Ayo, Anthony, I was looking at the chat. 2600 is your number.
Yes, coach.
I'm
Sorry for
asking what is the subtotal of Team Anthony number, which means Anthony plus Harshita plus Modesta
yes, coach.
plus
I'm checking.
I
Checking.
don't know plus I don't know plus I don't know. That is all your team.
It will, it will exceed 3,000 something.
I don't think so. Please do the math with me. I will show you magic. People call me magician. Why do they call me magician? Let me show it to you. Hold on. Add up your list.
Yes.
Add up your list. Pradeep,
Okay.
add up your list. Gaurav, add up your
Yeah.
list. Add up
Two
your
five.
list.
Coach, my list 2532 total.
All of them put together?
Yes.
2,532 people?
Yes.
Very good. Can you write that in the chat box, Khaldun? 2532 or whatever the number is?
Okay.
Anthony?
Yes.
Anthony is taking time to count. No problem. Pradeep?
Yeah, 1,100.
1,100. Can you please, Pradeep, write it in the chat box? 1,100. Senthil, are you there? Okay. Gaurav, are you there?
Yeah, Gaurav is written out.
How much is Gaurav's?
Yes, coach.
1,200.
1,200?
Yeah.
Okay. Pradeep, when you said 1,200, is it with Gaurav or is it on your other leg?
No other leg. Without Gaurav.
Huh?
Without Gaurav. Without Gaurav.
Without Gaurav. Very good. Very good. So Pradeep, your number was 1,200.
1,100. Yes.
1,100. Very good. Khaldun, what's your number? 1,300.
2532.
2,532. Very good. Anthony, what's your number?
5298.
Huh?
5298.
5,298. Amazing. Gaurav, what's your number?
1,200.
Okay. Can somebody very quickly count all of this? I don't know. 9,000? Approx is
More
good.
than that.
I don't know.
Around
Fuaz,
15,
can somebody
20.
quickly compute all of these numbers?
Around 10,600.
Sure, Pramod, you calculated properly.
Yeah, 1,200 plus 1,100 plus 2,532
Alala, I
plus
can't see any of the
5.
numbers there. I can't see any of the numbers. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
tell me 10,000
I
something,
will tell the number you just calculate. Huh?
Ah.
2,552, 2,620, 1,072, 250, 557, 999, 1,500, 765, 528, 450, 1932, 1563, 433, 380, 300, 100, 3500, 350, 433, 100, 1200, 2532, 1100, 3290, 7242.
and the answer is?
Who calculate?
I don't know. I didn't. I'm in the middle of training.
Pramod?
No, 7242, I think Dr. Abdulaziz has written total.
No, yeah, it's more than that, not 72.
Nah, but Anthony's number is 5,000 something, isn't it? What was your number, Anthony?
5298.
So add that one to the 7,000 something.
Yeah.
5298 to whatever Dr.
Fuaz.
Aziz wrote.
Fuaz, if you can help me.
12,000 something.
12,000 something?
12,540.
Yeah.
Okay, 12,540. Can somebody tell me how many people are there in this training? Total?
33.
32
33.
minus 1 because 1 is me.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? 32 minus 1, that is 31 people. What was the number again, Pramod? 12,000 what? 500.
12,540.
How much is 12,540 divided by 31?
404.5. 405.
405 prospects per person. By the way, I remember Anthony one day telling me, oh, I got 300 downloads. Anthony, is that true?
Yes, coach.
Yes. And how many from that is there in this training?
9.
9.
9, coach.
Do you see the problem?
Yes, coach.
Anthony,
Yes, coach.
you saw the problem.
Yes, coach.
Gaurav Kumar, how many downlines?
Uh,
You have?
300
You
plus.
have?
Yeah, 300 plus.
300 plus. How many in this room?
5 to 10 only.
5 to 10. So do you understand where the problem is?
Yes.
Right? No problem. No problem. Khaldun, how many downlines you have?
7.
7. No, in this room, but you have only 7 downlines in the business?
No, of course not.
Of course not. You have
Here
got
in
more
this
than
room,
7.
7.
No, forget this room. How many downlines you have?
From the total list, I have around 25.
You have only 25 downlines, Khaldun?
Yes, from the total list.
What do you mean? I think you've got more than 300 downlines.
No, bro, I'm not talking about my downline. I'm talking about the list to assure your point. Let's say I have 1932, 25 of them on the business. That's it.
Okay. No. I'm not
Yes.
answering that question. I'm saying how
Yeah.
many downlines do you have?
Yes, above 300.
About 300. Now, guys, just do
Yes.
this math. You guys have only bought 8 people, 7 people, 5 people in this. Pramod, can you repeat the average that you calculated? 400?
405.
405. What does this tell you, guys? What does this tell you? If you do this exercise with your team, don't you think this number is bigger than what we're talking about right now, guys? Anthony, if everybody from your team came, don't you think your number would have crossed 20,000?
Yes, coach.
20,000. So, do we have prospects, Harshita? Do we have prospects? Yeah? Gaurav, only 5 people from your team came. What if 400 people would have come, Gaurav?
Correct, coach. You're right.
Huh? What would have 400 people come? You will say, coach, 72,000 people. Correct.
Yes.
72,000 people, correct. Now, this is called list building. Attention, all leaders. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, you need to do list building. Fuaz, you are a double 1 star. Santosh Jalan sir, you are a double 1 star. If you do your list building with your downlines, you will realize you're sitting on a humongous potential of more than 15,000 people each. Right? 15,000 people each. People who have been in the
Easily, sir.
business easily. Correct. Easily. So when you're sitting with a list of 15, 20, 30, 40,000 people, do you seriously have to worry about prospects? No, you don't. Guys, what you're not doing is list building. If you look at the numbers that are actually presented in this, you will realize you are having a lot of people you talk to, but now the problem is you're not talking to them or you don't know how to talk to them. No problem. That's exactly why this training is happening. Now, let's understand something. The word is not prospect. There's a reason why the last 3 letters ends with ing. Now, in English, when a word ends with ing, that means it's a verb. And it means it's a continuous process. You don't dig gold one day. You keep digging till the day you find the gold. So prospecting means an ongoing, non-stop, fluid, non-stopping, continuous, constant. Get the picture? Prospecting is continuous process of finding people to talk to about your business and your products every given day. Now, I would like to say the first golden rule here. I talk to 20 people every day. And you know what? I've been doing this for almost 12 years full time. 20 people. Now you say, Coach, where do you find these people? They're all over. Talk to 20 people. And you'd realize, and you will realize that there are a lot of people that you can actually talk to, right? Now, there's a pot of gold story that I'd like to actually share with all of you. Now, imagine some of you, right? Or all of you, right? You just, Purushottam beta, Purushottam. Can somebody call Purushottam and tell him to get off the phone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get off the phone, Purushottam. It takes a lot of effort to train. By the way, you are a Hindi teacher. You
Yes,
do
sir.
realize that if your student in your class, when you are teaching, if they were on the phone, you'd get angry.
Correct, coach.
I'm also coach. I'm also teacher. इतना तो
Coach,
इज्जत
sorry,
दे ही
urgent.
दो, इतना तो इज्जत दे ही दो ताकि एक गुरु
Sorry,
की
coach.
बात
Sorry,
समझे.
coach.
क्योंकि
Sorry, coach.
if I say something and if it's going to trigger one person in this room, we are going to have a rainfall of sign-ups from tomorrow. Now this is a pot of gold story. How does the story go? How does the story go? Imagine, Harshita, you are going out of your house, walking, park, Kanatal Kasbah, you're walking there. Bang, you see a very, very big pot. So just like that, very casually, you're looking into the pot. It's a pot of gold. Okay, Harshita, can you unmute yourself? Right. Pramod, can you unmute yourself? Pratish, can you unmute yourself? Okay, Harshita. So you're walking Kanatal Kasbah, la 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 la, singing one song. Suddenly you see bang, one big pot of gold. What would you do, Harshita? Run away? What would you do? Bolo, bolo. Tell me.
I'll try to pick it up and then.
You will try to pick it up. Stop. Pramod, what will you do? Run away?
No, as many as I can, I'll pick it up.
Ah, very good. Pratish, what would you do?
I will try to pick it up.
I can't hear him. You'll pick it up?
I will try to pick up.
You will try to pick it up. Saurabh Sharma, unmute yourself. Fuaz Ali, unmute yourself. Yes, Mr. Santosh Jalan.
I will call 100 of my friends and
Sally,
take the
wait,
pot.
wait.
100
You know the pot of gold story. Don't kill it for all these people. You're 50 years, 5 decades experience in network marketing. ये बच्चे हैं sir. बख्श दो
Yes.
sir. सीखने दो sir.
Yes.
बख्श दो sir. Please. बख्श दो, छोड़ दो. It's okay. I will make this a very, very live and interactive training, guys. My name is Pradeep Menon. I've actually been doing this and have experience of actually coaching 120,000 people. 31 people is like a tickle for me, right? Don't worry. You will see who I am, what I am in Thailand. Not to worry. Saurav Sharma, what would you do? What would you do? Tell me, what would you do?
Definitely, I'll pick it up, sir.
You will pick it up.
Definitely.
Okay, now Harshita,
Definitely.
Pratish, Pramod, Saurabh Sharma, Fuaz Ali, what would you do?
I'll do the same.
You will do the same. That means you'll try to pick it up, right? Now, Harshita is trying to pick the pot of gold. Harshita, it's not lifting because this pot of gold probably is 2,000 kilos. Quickly, Harshita, what would you do? 2,000 kilos. You were trying to... You'll call somebody.
I'll call my.
Call somebody. Take a second. Call somebody. Very
call
good.
my husband, friends.
No. Whom you calling? Badu?
Close ones.
You'll call. You'll use the phone. You will phone a friend.
Yeah.
You will play Kaun Banega Crorepati with me. Correct. You'll phone a friend. You'll use that option. Very good. Pratish, what option will you use?
Call my friend. And,
Very good. So you're also picking phone a friend. Pramod, what would you use?
Phone a friend as well as if I have people around me.
Okay. There are 20 Pathans standing next to you. What are you going to do, Pramod?
Ask them for help too.
Jesus Christ, really? 20 Pathans will take you, smash you in the face, throw you in the water and take the gold and go away. You got to use your brains here. Think about it. Can 20 Pathans not beat you and throw you in the water?
Then phone. That's it. Call
Correct.
contacts.
So you will stick to
Friends.
the same Harshita wala, phone a friend. Saurabh, what would you do?
Hello.
Saurabh,
Yes, sir.
what would you do? Phone a friend?
Yes, sir. Phone a friend.
Or would you use any other tactic or strategy?
I'll discuss with my neighbor and I'll discuss with my family
How
as
you
well.
will discuss? They're not with you there. You're walking, you're gone for having pan. You just walked out of your house. You did not know that God was going to give you a pot of gold. So you would phone a friend, right?
Yeah, definitely I'll do phone a
Very
friend.
good. Very good. So you'd phone a friend. Okay. And Fawaz Ali, what would you do?
Same.
Phone a friend. Very good. So now see this. All you people don't even know each other. You've never met, but all of you have picked the same option called phone a friend. Okay. Harshita, which friend?
Very close friends, coach.
Name.
Very close. Whom I trust.
Who?
My husband, I'll call my brothers,
Okay.
cousins.
Okay. You'll call your husband, you'll call your friend. Okay. Okay. Fawaz, whom would you call?
I'll call my brothers. My
You
cousins,
call your
people
brothers.
that I trust. Yeah.
Good. Pramod, whom would you call?
Best friends.
Best friend.
Those who is supporting, that will call only that person.
Okay. Pratish, whom would you call? Interactive, guys. Interactive. Keep your mics open.
Sir, my best friend.
You will call your best friend. Okay.
Yes,
Fawaz,
and my
can you do me a
relative,
favor?
family.
Fawaz, can you do me a favor? Can you find out the cost of 1 kilo gold today? Can you Google? Can somebody Google? 1 kilo gold cost.
1 ounce is 7,000 dirhams.
No, bro. I need 1 kilo.
I don't know on kilo.
Okay, just Google it. Google it. Somebody Google it.
It is
2.5
439 times 1,000.
250,000
1 kg gold price.
Oh,
250,000 dirhams, I think.
54,300. 54,000 it says here.
730.
okay, guys. Only one person required. 700,000. 1 kilo gold.
Over
way.
700.
No, dirhams, yeah? Because it's about 55,000 sterlings, yeah. 55,000 pounds sterling.
55,000 pounds is 70,000 dirhams.
No, sterling, yeah? 5 sterling.
Okay,
sterling
you know
is
what?
5, yeah, 5 dirhams.
You know what? How much is 2,000 kilo gold?
So it's talking
Check.
about tens of millions.
Well, I don't know. Check. 2,000 kilo gold.
I understand what you want.
Come on, calculators. Google. Come on, help me. Somebody help me.
Over 500,000.
No way. No way, wrong. Fawaz, please
Yeah,
check. Please check Google. 200,000 kilo in USD gold.
110 million pounds sterling.
110 million sterling pound. Right? Harshita?
Yes, coach.
The cost of that pot
Mommy, when it gets dark, tap it over here, okay?
110,000 pounds. Sorry. What was that again, Fawaz?
110 million.
110 million? Okay, you know what? Let's assume that is dollars, and let's say 100 million dollars, right? Harshita, you call your husband and husband says, I'm busy. What would you do?
I told you to press, but you didn't
I'll
press.
call my best friends, then next best, like that.
Correct. But you're trying to tell me you will not move from that pot of gold. Right?
I will be
move till I
staying
find someone
here
to help.
guarding it. Yeah, I'll be staying there guarding it and waiting for people to come and help.
Correct. But will you call those 20 patans? Like Pramod did? Sure. Very good.
I will call people I know, I can
Correct.
trust.
Correct. Pramod, what would you do? $100 million worth of gold in that pot.
All my friends, wait till they come.
Call your friends, wait till they come. Okay? Anyone else? What would you do? Dr. Aziz, what would you do?
Bring this gold to take it.
Lala, you're going to call some friends. You cannot pick it alone, right? It's 2,000 kilo gold. You cannot pick it alone.
I'll go to buy something to bring it.
No, you cannot leave the gold, Dr. Aziz. You go from there.
Okay.
You go from there. Then Rizmi will say, "Hi, my gold."
I'll call service.
You will call service.
Like
Saurabh,
company.
what would you do? Saurabh, what would you do? Saurabh, what would you do?
I'll call to my all friends.
You will call to all your friends.
All friends. Yeah, I have more than 1,200 contact in my mobile, and I'll call to my all friends, and I'll discuss with them. About 2,000 kg gold, and maybe certain friends will not trust on my words.
Correct.
Few friends will be trust. Who will be trust on me, so they will join.
Very good. Okay. So now let's actually take what Saurabh said. He's got so many friends, but he's going to call his friends. Saurabh, 10 of your friends came. And 10 of your friends are trying to lift the pot of gold. But you know what? They are not able to pick it. You know why? It is very, very heavy. Khaldun, you think 10 people can actually pick 2,000 kilo gold?
No, of course they cannot.
Of course they cannot. Yes, Mr. Jalan. Ji, sir.
Can I take permission of reply?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I will call my 100 friends. And when the 100 friends or even 20, 30 friends come, I will ask the 30 friends to call their friends. And when their friends come, I will ask them to call their friends.
Okay.
And like that, we will have a big team and we can take the entire gold.
Right. Now, let's say we all are going to do what Mr. Jalan said. I will call 20 friends, who will call 20 friends, who will call 20 friends, who will call 20 friends. We will pick this gold, correct? That is what we decided. Brian, would you agree with Mr. Jalan's strategy?
Yeah.
Sure? Fine.
Agree.
100 friends reach the park to pick the gold. What is the first task, Pramod? 100 friends reached. No problem. Can anybody tell me what is the first thing that has to be done now?
Divide it.
Plan how we lift this gold.
Khalas, you lift it
how
in your
we
hand.
can
You
carry
lift
it.
in your hand. You go to Ajman, you go to Sharjah, you go to Chennai, you go to Karama, wherever you go, you put the gold. What are you going to do with the gold now? 100 people, 100 friends came. Now you successfully picked the gold. Now, what are you going to do?
Sell it and share.
Before you sell it, you're going to divide the 2,000 kilo gold among 100 friends.
Yes.
Right?
Share. Yeah.
Now, 2,000, if you divide it by 100 friends, Fuaz Ali said 100 million. You divide 100 million by 100 friends is how much? 1
So
million.
1 million each, 1 million plus each.
1 million. Right? It's 1 million. Is the math correct? Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Math is correct. What do you think I'm looking for, team? Fuaz, what am I looking for? What do you think I'm searching?
You're searching for the for the way for us to dig this gold up for now. That's what you're
No,
searching
bro.
for.
No, Fuaz. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Can anybody tell me what am I working for? What am I working for?
Clarify the question, sir.
1 million. No, Brian. No, Brian. No, I'm not
What's the
looking for
question, coach?
10 millions, maybe.
No. Guys, let me just 1 minute.
Clarify.
Okay, so that was the pot of gold story. You know, in life, we always have two kind of people, the believers and the non-believers. So when you actually tell a friend, hey, there's this guy who's played this game before, who has actually taken the pot of gold before, but this time he's coming with a bigger pot, a lot of people will not believe you. A lot of people. That's okay. Do you want everybody to believe you? No. You only want few to believe you. Because you please understand, guys, there will always be the believers and the non-believers. The co-hosts, can you please make sure everybody else is on mute? Thank you. There are 4 kind of markets that you can actually prospect from. There are only 4 kind of prospects. The first one is called the hot prospects. Okay? Okay. There are 4 kind of prospects. The first prospect is actually called the hot prospect. Who is a hot prospect? Someone who is very, very close to you. It could be your best friend, it could be your family, and it could be all your close ones. However, the toughest one to actually convince are those people. And I'm sure many of you will agree. Your own brother, your own husband, your own wife may not support you for this. But you know what? You got to tell them how big this can come or become. Because initially they may not agree with you, but later on they will be forced to agree with you. So the first kind of market is called the hot market. You need to bifurcate your list, those lists in that phone of yours, where you said so many people are there in that contact list of yours. You need to find out who is your hot. And the very first thing you do is you will call them. The next thing you will do is called warm. Who are warm prospects? Warm prospects are colleagues, neighbors, building mates, and so on and so forth. Ex-colleagues, ex-teachers, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, they all are called warm prospects. You're still in touch with them. So that is your second list. Now, influential circle. A lot of people have got influencers in their life. What does that mean? Influencers are those people who are your previous boss. It could be your guru. It could be your mentor. It could be your last coach. It could be all of them. Get them involved. And the last one is called cold prospect. Obviously, you don't have these people's numbers. And that's the last one. And what you need to do is mix it up. That is what you need to do. Now, for all the leaders or the people a part of the rounders group, okay? So let me actually take one example. Let's take example of Pradeep Nair, right? Pradeep, what are you supposed to do? You take your list plus Pramod's list plus Pratisha's list plus Julie's list plus John's list, and you now have a total database. That's what Pradeep Nair would do. Jagan, you do the same thing. Anthony, you will do the same thing. Khaldun, you will do the same thing. Saji, you will do the same thing. Gaurav, Senthil, you will do the same thing. You will make your net list. So when you make a net list, you will realize in this very room, 12,500 is what Pramod counted. So maybe that's right, in this room. But on Friday, when all your downlines come, and we are going to have the same exercise, Anthony, you will be shocked because your team number may touch 30,000. Right? Your team, Gaurav, you will also be shocked. Your team can touch 40,000. Senthil, you will be shocked. 50,000 possible. Saji, 60,000. All these numbers are possible when your team comes in. So when you say that I've got 300 downlines, 400 downlines, reaching those 40,000, 50,000 numbers is very easy. By the way, do we want all the 50,000 to join? No, we don't want the 50,000 to join. We just want a few people to join. And if everybody understands what to do, talking to your hot circle or your cold market or your warm circle or your influential circle becomes very, very easy. Right? Now, how to build a prosperity list. Now, a lot of people tell me, Coach, I have put it on Excel because I'm professional. I have a phone. I have iPhone. Hello, even I have iPhone. A prosperity list is a handwritten list. Ink. If you think it, ink it. If you think of a friend, write it. And on the top of the page, please write prosperity list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Write their names. That's when they become serious in your list. Because there was a time when a very good friend of mine who was on the second number, I called her. Harshita, pay attention. I called her. She says, no, yaar, I don't want to join. You know what I told her? Shame on my life. She goes, what? Shame on my life. I opened the prosperity list and I showed her number was 2 on that list. And they told me, and she asked me, so what is my list about? What is my name doing on this list? I said, sweetheart, the trainer of that day told me, if you want to see 100 people prosperous, write down any 100 names. The second name I thought in my life was you, because I want to see you prosperous. No, I don't want anybody to get a wrong idea. Harshita was not the name I wrote in 2009. I didn't even know that she existed in 2009. But I wrote this friend's name. And she saw that name on that list. And she said, really? Out of the top 100 people in the world, I am on number 2 on your list, and you want to see me prosperous? I told her, yes. And you know what happened? She joined the business with a smile, because she was so happy. She was in my top 100 list in the world. And I was picking prospect signups immediately after I joined, because I did this proper list building. So all the leaders who've got a team, anything more than 20 people, do it with your team, right? Now, everybody is somebody's left and somebody's right. Everybody is somebody's left or somebody's right. Correct? So, is it important for some Brian to know what is Anthony's list? Is it important for Harshita to know what is Jagan's list? Is it required for Julie to know what is John's list? Yes, it is important, because that's how you know how many prospects are coming into one common pool, which is called list building. Now, there are 4 steps for finding prospect. The very first step that you do is you add them to a list. Include all the people you can think of, all of them. This list becomes your database. When you start a business, you need a database of people, right? Tall people, short people, fat people, thin people, black people, white people, brown people, golden hair, green hair, blue hair, black hair, baldies, everybody, every kind of person comes in the list. So you need to list them all. Now here is the problem. A lot of people prejudge. They say, oh, what can this guy do? What can that guy do? How will he help me? How will she help me? Don't prejudge. Just make your database. Now, who else can you add? Add all, okay, now add the people who your prospects and knows. Who do your friends and family know? Add them. So I remember my sister was not really interested in my video talk at all. But you know what? I went to her house and told her I need numbers. What numbers? Number of people who would actually like to actually make some extra money, who's actually suffering, who is actually looking for a job, who's looking for this, blah, blah, blah. You know what? My sister gave me that list in minutes. I took it down. I told my sister, can I tell them I'm calling on reference of your behalf? She said, of course you can. So that became additional list for me. These were people I did not know. So you have people who are in your family like father, mother, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, niece, nephew, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, uncle-in-law, other-in-laws, in-laws, outlaws, everybody's there. So these people can actually help you add people to your list, right? Now, remember, you need to expand your list constantly. You need to add at least 2 new contacts to your daily list. So when I tell somebody, let's say Harshita, that you keep talking to new people on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, in TikTok, in TikTok, or whatever the talk it is, 2 people, and make friends. You don't immediately contact them, you contact them later, but you expand your list. Minimum 2 people a day. 2 people a day, right? After that, the last point is meet on purpose. Okay, now whether you're doing it offline, you're doing it online, meet people on purpose. Don't hide, okay? If you want to work out, you have to go to the gym. You can't sit at home, eat potato chips and say, oh wow, that girl has a good body, that guy has a good body. If you want a good body, you have to sweat it out. You need to go to work. You need to do it. And that's how professionals do. So these are the 4 steps for finding new prospects. And I know one thing for sure, guys. You have never gone to your friends, your families, and asked them, TK, you don't want to join, no problem, don't join. But do you know some people who is looking for this? By the way, every time in my training, I use this John and Julie as 2 names. Have you guys realized? There was one Filipino guy from my team. He went to all his friends and he started asking them, how many Johns do you know? How many Julies do you know? So one friend said, I know 3 Johns. Very good. Give me John's number. This guy started collecting John's number. What was funny that week, and it was a very funny week, this guy had 16 signups and all the signups' name was John. All of them. Everybody was John. Because he was going to his friend's name. Excuse me, do you know John? Yeah, I know John. Give me John's number, bro. Why? Because I have a coach. He wants to give $1 million to John. So I'm not John. My name is Joseph. So I'm looking for somebody whose name is John so that coach can give him $1 million. Like, really? Why is coach giving them $1 million? I don't know. Are you interested in $1 million? Yes. Good. I'll put your name on the list also, but give me your John's number. So this guy started collecting John's number and he became very, very successful. He hit 1 star in MVT, which was $2,000 in a week. So if he can do it, you can do it. For all the people who are jobless or wanting to make more extra money, you got to put a little more effort. Only then are you going to be successful. Now, proceeding. Now, start looking for people who want to earn an extra income. Okay. Now, a lot of people are there. People have dormant or stuck dreams. And there are many psychological factors involved as to why they never been successful. And one good example out here is Anthony Ronald Reagan. He had a lot of dreams. And every time he joined network marketing, he was a failure. When he met me the first time, he said, coach, I'm a loser. I'm like, okay, no problem. But do you like to win? He said, yes. Because all he has to do is win once. So show them how they can obtain their dormant dreams with your network marketing company. Somebody will say, oh, I joined QNet and I lost money. It's okay. No, I'm not saying QNet is a bad company. I'm not trying to target any company out here because I'm a professional networker and I don't do that. But what I'm trying to say is just because it didn't work in the previous opportunity, that does not mean it'll never work. Look for people who want to do the business, not just the ones who need it. Now, a lot of people tell me, Coach, I've got this prospect, okay? He's really desperate for money. He needs a job. If he doesn't get a job, he will die. All that I understand. But is he the perfect prospect? The answer is no. Because such people are also lazy. They are in misery because they don't like to solve their problems. So if they don't like to solve the problems, do you really want them to join your business? No. As I repeat, prospecting is like digging for gold. So if you find silver, what do? Put it on the side, still start digging. Why? Because you are looking for gold and not silver, right? So look for people who want to do the business, not just the ones who need it. Now, moving further. Okay, there's a big difference between prospect versus a project. Now understand this, okay? Prospect versus a project. Now a lot of people say they think of network marketing as a social welfare benefit. A social welfare benefit. There's a huge difference between a prospect and a project. A lot of people come into this business and they end up being a welfare project for this sponsor. They end up taking so much of time from the sponsor. These are bloodsuckers, vamps, whatever you want to call them, leech. They take so much of your time, okay, and drain valuable time from people like you because they joined the business becoming a welfare project for the sponsor. I don't want to take names, but if I give this example, some people will realize which names I'm talking about. Somebody said, oh, why did you join the business? Oh, because blah blah told me to join, so I joined. That is why I joined. I didn't join the business for me. Right? A lot of the people, your uplines, your downlines, those people who are actually sleeping, they feel you are obliged to actually earn money and give them. You're not obliged. You don't owe anybody any money, right? Somebody says, oh, I joined because, Jagan told me join, so I joined. But now I don't see the products and the blah, 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 blah. So I want refund. What nonsense. They didn't join for the money. Somebody tells me, oh, sir, these were 100 people who are happy customers. Okay. The whole world is actually going through COVID. Airports are closed. No, none of the airports, none of the flights are working properly. But they say, no, I'm a welfare project. And they start giving you $10 migraine. And guys, $10 migraines are more painful than cancer because that does not let you move. Remember, this is what I mean. There's a huge difference between a prospect and a project. A lot of people come into the business and they end up being a welfare project for the sponsor. Right? So remember this. This is very, very important. Now, network marketing. Understand this one thing, guys. This business is called networking. It is not called net welfare marketing. The name of this industry is called networking. So you should prospect for those who are ready to do a little bit of work in their life. Right? You should prospect for those who do work and have a history of doing work. So if you tell me that you know somebody who was doing unbelievably well in a competition company, he's a good prospect. Senthil, if you're there, I'd like to repeat this only for guys like you who've actually seen a lot of people in competition companies. Right? Now I know you are actually heading a company, but you know a lot of people heading a lot of other companies. Find out who the top performers are in the other company. And in the other company, they will say John, Julie, Jack, John, Joe. These 5 people are the top performers. Talk to those 5 performers. Because the hardworking people also, they have a knack. They are hardworking for a reason. They are over ambitious. So look for over ambitious people. Don't look for those lazy people. Even if you tell them, come, I will give you a pot of gold, they will not even show up. And for them, if they don't, it's project time for you. You end up spending up more time with such people than any other people. Right? Now, there is something what's called the 5-star golden rule. Right? But this is not 100% correct. But there is something which is called 5-star golden rule. Now, first of all, the ideal prospect is somebody who is minimum 21 years of age. Why do we say this? Because if you're lower than 21, ideally you're a student and you don't have the decision-making authority to just decide to join in the business. So if you're actually bringing prospects who are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, ideally you want to invite them with their parents because they cannot single-handedly make the decisions. No. Now, nothing wrong before the prospect actually sees the thing, asking the prospect, who makes decision in your house? So if the guy says, oh, my wife makes all the decisions in my house, very good. Do not invite this person alone. Please make sure his wife accompanies him in that presentation because you know this person just said, I do not take decisions alone. I need my wife to take the decision. Now, there are some wives who cannot take the decision alone. If they need their husband to take the decision, ask them to come with the husband. It's okay. That's how it is done. Now, please understand, the 5-star golden rule number 2 is dreamers and ambition, right? A lot of people, they dream, but they don't have ambition. I know somebody who was struggling in a company for 18 years, 22 years, 23 years, but still in the same company. They are willing to suffer because they are in something called a comfort zone. You ask them, Anthony, do you love your boss? Coach, I hate my boss. How many years you were married to your boss? Coach, I'm married to my boss for 13 years. When are you going to divorce your boss? Coach, I'm in love with my boss. I will never divorce my boss. Okay, then marry your boss. Marry your boss. Have kids with your boss. How does it matter? Because you're having the dream, but you don't have the ambition. You don't trust yourself enough. So if you don't trust yourself enough, go marry the boss. Seriously. Nobody puts a gun forcing you to work for a company. You know, I appreciate a couple of people, you know, where they said, I was working for so-and-so company. My contract got over. I got ReNao. And you know what? I'm going to do ReNao full time. There were a couple of people from Leo's team who told me, you know, we were driving a taxi, but we don't want to drive a taxi anymore because we're going to do this full time. We're going to make more money. They're right. So nobody forced anybody to do anything. So there are dreamers. There are people with ambition. And how do you find out? Ask the person, do you have ambition? They will tell you. They will tell you what their dream is. Now, they need to be believers. It's a part of the 5-star golden rule. What do you mean believers? There are some people who are always negative. Now, have you guys met those people? Always negative. Girl comes and tells you, I love you. Now the guy is like worried. Oh my God. Is she serious? Does she really love me or she's after my money? Non-believers. Guys, such people never progress in life. Always doubting. Something, even if good wants to come to them, good cannot come to them. Why? Because they are non-believers. They never understand that. Look for happy people. I know, very difficult to find them. Very, very difficult to find happy people. But it's okay. It's a 5-star golden rule. Ask them, are you happy? Now, don't ask them, are you happy? Because sometimes when you ask, are you happy? They come crying on your shoulder. That's okay. But tell them, do you believe that your life can be fixed? And look for people who love to enjoy life, who are looking to uplift their standards, who like a better lifestyle. Somebody who's staying in a studio apartment, wanting to move to 1 star. Look for those kind of people. Somebody living in a bed space, they want to move into a studio. Look for those kind of people. Somebody moving into living in a 1 bedroom apartment who likes to go to a 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom apartment. Look for those kind of people. Look for people who like traveling. Look for people who like enjoying life. And this is the 5-star golden rule, right? It's very simple. If you start looking for gold, you will find them. Now, remember this. This is very, very important. Please everybody write this down. There is something what's called D2 formula, right? D1, it's like D2, D1, D2, D2, right? That's what D2 is. What is D2? D1 stands for dissatisfied in life. All the people who are, now, if you actually ask people, are you dissatisfied in life? They would say yes. Ask them, why are you dissatisfied? Oh, my boss is not giving me pay raise. I don't get this. I don't get that. Blah, 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 blah. They will give you all of this information. So, D1, dissatisfied in life, right? They're dissatisfied in life. Very good. So, you know, somebody is dissatisfied in life. So, you got 1 point. The $1 million question was not D1. The $1 million question is, do they have the desire to change? That is the $1 million question. 1 crore wala sawal. Do they have the desire to change? If the answer for D2 is no, they will never change. Guys, I want you to sit back, relax, and think something after this presentation. How many people you know who have a miserable life? Miserable life. Do you know anybody? Can we unmute somebody? Does anybody want to give a testimony if they know one person who's got a miserable life? Anybody awake? All gone to sleep? Hello? Anyone there?
Awake.
Yes. Anybody knows one person who's got a miserable life? Anyone?
Bro, honestly, most of the people getting, they are in a miserable life.
No, but one person who is having a dissatisfied life. Okay, Jagan, are you there?
Yes, coach. Yes, coach, I am
okay.
here.
Jagan, do you know somebody who has a miserable life?
Yes, coach.
Very good. Did their misery start last night?
No, coach.
No. Was it last month?
No.
Was it COVID-19 that brought misery in their life?
No.
No. Was it 2020 that brought misery in their life?
No.
Was their life miserable in 2019?
From
2018?
No, from 2017, because I know from 2017 I saw
guys,
something. Yeah.
People who have a miserable life, they have a history of having miserable life. They are in loan. They're having debts to pay. They don't have money. And this problem was not an overnight problem. It doesn't happen overnight. I knew of this one guy who had to work very hard because his sister was single, his father was dead, and he had to actually raise the money for his sister's marriage. He was hitting stars on stars on stars to pay that money. There was a mission for his life. And he paid that money through a plan B. So that's amazing. So being D1, which is called dissatisfied in life, you'll find millions of people. But only those who have the desire to change will work. Now, people who are in the comfort zone will never do the business. Remember this. Anybody who sounds lazy will not do this business. They are lazy. They love their comfort zone. Yeah. if somebody loves their comfort zone, can you please leave them alone and look for somebody who has the desire to change their life? Can you do that? I think you should, right? Now, moving further. Now, there are three kind of people whom we talk to in the world. The first kind is a person. Now, I actually call this three kind of people, or you can even say there are three buttons. Buttons. Does everybody understand button? Button is just like button. Like when you go inside the lift, when you want to go up, you press one number that is high, 5. That is a button. Everybody has this button. Every human has this button. Now, the first button is called the entrepreneur button. Who are these people? They like to start some business. Any business. Now, if you want me to take some names, these are the Chandani, the Rizmi kinds, the Gaurav kinds. They like to start any business. The Jagan kind, the Antony kind, any business. You know, even if it is COVID-19 and they got some masks and gloves and some sanitizer, they'll be very happy to start that business. Because an entrepreneur person who thinks like an entrepreneur will always be looking at an entrepreneur. Remember this. There are so many of you who want to start your own business, but you don't have the expertise to start and run your own business. So for those kind of people, this is a very, very small thing. I know Senthil is not, he doesn't have a business, but I know he would definitely like to start his own business someday. So he's got that entrepreneur button in him. So what do? Trigger that. He will join this business because he's already an entrepreneur. When Pradeep Nair went to Gaurav's house to actually sign him up, it was a very easy sale for him. Why? Because Gaurav was already in business, had his own business. When Rupal came to my house to prospect me, it was very easy. I was managing director of Linkwise. I had my own business. I understand money. When Pradeep Nair contacted Rizmi Mohammed, he was very easy. Why? Rizmi had his own business. So he understands operation and business. So talk to people who like the word entrepreneurship. Now, in India, guys, a lot of young and old entrepreneurs are there. Many, many people. As a matter of fact, on Facebook, join these groups. Entrepreneur groups, I want to be an entrepreneur ideas, business groups. Join these kind of groups and make friends there. Why? Because they're very, very powerful groups. Now, second thing, consumer. What's a consumer button? There are people who like to consume. They like to consume products. Any products they like to consume. So when you tell them that you find out there is a consumer button, right? What do? You don't sell them the entrepreneur thing. You sell them the consumer thing. What's consumer? Hey, you're using Zoom. Yeah. Why don't you use Working Life? What is that? Tell them what it is. You'd be shocked to know somebody would actually become a downline just because they liked what you said about Working Life. Somebody will actually become a downline because what you told about artificial intelligence, they may like them. Somebody would actually join your team because what you said about the travel, they liked. Is that clear? Am I making any sense? Yes? So talk to them purely about the product. Now here, don't talk majorly about the plan. These are the products, these are the benefits, boom, that's yours. They will like it. But the third one is the best one. Right? So the first one was called the entrepreneur. The second one is called consumer. The third one is called the dud. Okay? What is the dud? You know, you find a lot of people who are not very smart. They're not sharp. I don't want to call them stupid, but you can call them naive. They're really not smart. You know, they're not the entrepreneur kind. You know, in India, you call them pav, right? Bechara, pav, right? So many of them you have. They are called the dud. Now, today's $1 million formula, the $1 million dialogue for today is this. Every dud knows a stud. Write this down. This dialogue can change your life. Every dud knows a stud. Okay, So now Fuaz, let's assume you find a dud. You said, dude, look at this business. It's amazing. Oh, Fawaz, I don't know. I don't think I can do this. I'm a loser in life. I'm miserable. I don't have anybody. What should Fawaz say? Very good. No problem. That's okay. But do you have two friends who is very good to do this? You'd say, yeah, I know two friends. Who? John and Julie. Can I get John's number? Yes, take. Fawaz, take John's number down. What about Julie? Julie number I don't have now. But I have Julie on Facebook. Very good. Show me Julie's profile. He will show you Julie's profile on Facebook. Very good. Saying thanks, bro. Thank you so much. He'll say welcome, bro, anytime. Anytime. What do? When you actually call John, you say, John, I was referred to you by blah, blah, blah. Give his name. Because you got his name with his reference. I was offering him $1 million opportunity, but he said, you're the right kind of guy for it. So, John, are you the right? Make friends with John. And you know what? If the dud feels the other guy was good, you know what? He is good. He's a stud. And all you need is one of those to rock your business. So I even take names and numbers from people I don't know. Very, very simple. Now, we have something what's called power prospecting. And guys, this is a very, very important part. If you understand this, you're going to take a lot of juice from today's training. Okay, power. But I want you to write power exactly the way I have written on the right hand side. P, below that O, below that W, below that E, below R, right? Power, up to down, top down, right? Now what is power prospecting? Just understand this. First one, people. People with great passion can make the impossible happen always. So P stands for passion. How many people do you know who are passionate about things? Right? They work with heart. How many people? It could be selling flowers. It could be baking a cake. It could be teaching. People do it with passion. Does anybody see with what kind of passion I do all what I do? Do you see it? Does anybody see it? This is the P. I have got the P. I'm passionate about it. You know? I'm very passionate about it. People with great passion can make the impossible happen. Look for passionate people. And there's nothing wrong for us. Nothing wrong. Ask them, ma'am, are you passionate about anything? Ask. Harshita, are you passionate about travel? Are you passionate about anything in the world? Nothing wrong. Ask this question. Because you're doing KYC, you're trying to actually know your prospect. Find out if they're passionate, right? They say, yeah, I'm very passionate. What are you passionate about? Anthony says, oh, I'm very passionate about cricket. Very good. He's passionate about cricket. Somebody says, oh, I'm very passionate about football. Oh, very good. You know, I'm passionate about football. Oh, I'm very passionate about cooking. I'm very passionate about shisha. It could be anything. I'm passionate about going fishing. When you find the people, you know you've found out your P. Passion can make impossible things happen. Oh, a lot of people call me and say, Coach, can you help me do closing? Okay. Now, do you know that I've never done closing? You know, so many people, Harshita calls me for closing, Chandani calls me for closing, and so many of you guys call me for closing. I never do closing, guys. I do something called opening. Open the mind. Show people the bigger picture. Right? Show them the bigger picture. Because when people see the bigger picture, only then do they start performing. Right? W. Where are they now? Now, this is very, very important. Very, very, very important. Right? Why? This actually happened in my previous network. Somebody's mother died. Somebody's mother died. And the guy's saying, hello, bro, there's a business opportunity. I want to invite you for Zoom. I want to invite you for a meeting for a cup of coffee. The guy says, dude, my mom just passed away 3 days back. Yeah, I know, TK, your mom is dead anyway, but I've got a wonderful opportunity. Such people will not come, guys. You need to know where they are in life. Somebody's son got diagnosed with cancer. Somebody's telling me why the guy is not coming for systems. Very, very shameful. Very, very shameful. Somebody's son got diagnosed by cancer, and obviously he's not building the ReNao business, but somebody thinks, oh, somebody's not being active in life. You need to know where are they now. And remember this, guys. Always walk them from your shoes eventually and bring them to yours. Engage radar. You guys go into a room, you guys go into a presentation, you guys go to a hall, you guys go to a birthday party. I know some of you go to a lot of birthday parties. You see a lot of people. You need to use this. Engage radar. You got to keep looking around in the room. Ask yourself, anybody interesting? Ask yourself, keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very good. Engage radar. That guy looks interesting. First question, do you know that guy? No. Next question, do you want to know that guy? Yes? What do you do? Go and talk to them. Hi, my name is Pradeep. Start talking. Right? Start talking. Guys, there is one crazy ass event which is actually going to happen in Dubai in the month of October, and that's called Indian Premier League Dubai. Right? India Premier, do you know cricket, Indian Premier League is in Dubai? And just for your information, guys, I'm a diehard cricket fan. And I'm planning to go for 40 days Banwas. You'll not see me on coaching, no career, this thing. I'll be only going to Dubai Cricket Stadium, Sharjah Cricket Stadium, and Abu Dhabi Cricket Stadium. To do what? One, to watch the match. Two, to do engage radar. IPL is expecting more than, okay, the date's already fixed. Dubai is ready. They are expecting more than 500,000 people coming in and out of Dubai only for IPL. Right? Can I ask everybody a question? Where will all the 500,000 people stay? Where would they stay? Do they need a hotel with discounts? Jaga? Do they need a hotel with discounts?
100%. 100% they need.
Now, do I have a tool which can actually give them a small $100 discount? Dreammaker
Yes.
Saving God. Do I have a tool? This friend has come from Barmy Army from UK. Very good. Barmy Army, take $100. God bless. Do you understand why I would be missing? Because if that 50,000 people, even 5,000 people book through me, or even 500 people book through me, imagine how many points I will make. Them using my Dreammaker saving cards, use your Engage radar and your brains. The last one is reassurance. Okay. This is what prospects are really looking for. When you tell them, guys, we have a coach, we have a clinic, we have coffee, we have a good team, we have Hindi speaking, Malayalam speaking, Gujarati speaking, Arabic speaking, Blah speaking, mothers, youngsters, kids, no kids, everything is there. We will take care of you. We are a family. That is all what they're looking. Once they join, make sure you give them the reassurance. Right? Now, there are several steps of discovering the prospects. But first, you need to grow awareness. Right? That is stage one prospecting. Basically, prospect. What is that? Who they are, what they're looking for, what have they done, what do they want to do, are they dissatisfied in life, are they this, are they that? That is stage one. You put your prospects into this bucket. The first bucket, which is called the awareness, is prospecting. Now, once you have actually done that, take them to the second step, that is called discovery. In discovery, you do three things. First one, you qualify your leads. When you say qualify your leads, you need to know your prospect. You do the initial meeting alone, not bring straight on global Zoom. No, a one-on-one initial meeting and define the prospect's need. That is called discovery. Now, once you do that, then you do something called evaluation. You make an offer. You know what, John? You know what, Julie? I can actually help you. What I would like to do is actually like to invite you for a global Zoom party where a lot of enthusiasts like you keep coming. Make an offer. That's your evaluation. That's your stage 5. Then, next step, which is intent. Once they actually see the presentation, call them and say, start negotiation, start finalizing and say, join. No, I don't want to join. Why? Oh, blah, blah, blah. That means they did not understand something. Give them those answers. Give them those answers. Negotiate again. Again, say, join. How you would like to pay? By credit card or by cash? No, I want to think about something. Think about what? Think about 4 things. Which 4 things? I want to think about blah, 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 blah. Okay. Give them the answer. So, how do you want to join? By credit card or cash? Go back again. Why? Because what you're trying to do is stage 7, close the deal. And once you actually do that, you know why John joined the business. Stage 8, deliver the product. And when I say deliver the product, I'm not talking about your G2Go or your Take Your Card. No, that is not the product. Deliver the promise that you've actually made to the prospect. And that's how the funnel stages and the pipeline stages work. Now, you need to put all your prospects through a funnel. Step 1 is prospecting, identifying the right clients and the opportunity. Step 2, cultivating, building strong relationships and uncovering the client's needs. This is very important. Remember, we are a farming business, not a hunting business. You know, it was really sweet when we actually went to Gaurav's house, Senthil's house, all 9 families of us. We went to a hotel in Dubai. We all stayed there. We brought our kids, and it was good. Building a relationship or bonding is very, very important. Number 3, positioning, demonstrating your value and developing an innovative solution of how you, as an upline, can help them as a downline grow in life. And the 4th point is closing, delivering a compelling win-win proposal. And when you do that, the prospect joins you. Sometimes they would like to see success. Show them success. Now, success does not mean you have to be a 1-star. Success can also be you're learning very closely and you are ready to blast any second. Okay? Action plan. Now, once you have actually done all of this, you need to have an action plan. You need to first of all have an objective. What am I doing ReNao for? Once you know what or why are you doing, how to do that is not a problem. Meet with a coach, meet with an upline, fix the strategy. Okay, collaboration is required. For Tamil presentation, I need to call Senthil and Jagan. For Gujarati presentation, I need to call Chandani. For Marathi presentation, I need to call Harshita. For Malayalam presentation, I need to call Pradeep Nair. You need to know who your collaborating partners are. For Arabic presentations, Dr. Aziz is also okay, Khaldun also okay. Very good. You need to know who your collaborative partners are. You need to schedule. You need to set a certain amount of hours every single day. Guys, digging and finding pot of gold is not that joke. When you get it, you call millionaire. But you got to schedule. You need to spend time every day. Even if it is 2 hours, 3 hours, doesn't matter. Act. Making plans and all that, fantastic. When the act becomes 0, then the results become 0. You got to act. You got to link your cycle check to purpose. You got to ask yourself, why am I doing ReNao? Now, check for feedback from your upline, downline, crossline, whether you're doing the right thing. Discuss among yourself. And last but not the least, always check for implementation. Okay, that is where you have some global core members and your coach or your Christina Perry or your Mel Gill, who will actually help you in the last step, which is called implementation, right? But in the beginning, don't go to Mel Gill and Raymond Medeiros for implementation. Go to your uplines or come to me. And slowly, slowly, you'll get there. Mel Gill can actually help you a lot in this word implementation. Now, engaging virtual teams. Guys, please understand, we as a team, we have actually grown to 52 countries, 53 countries. Very good. Engage them. Get in touch with them. You don't need my permission to have a Zoom. Start engaging, right? Now, how many names do you have on your contact list? We already went through this. List them, right? Now, social media prospecting. You can do it on YouTube. Make small videos. Talk about whole thing about, being an online entrepreneur. Get people to like, subscribe your channel. Your Twitter, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Snapchat, Facebook. Talk to people. Let people know that you have a business opportunity, right? For all the girls out there, please write, this is serious. I'm not here for flirting. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. Write that. It's okay. Social media has got a lot of people. Guys, billions and billions of prospects are there on social media every single day, right? Zoom, right? Invite them to a Zoom party, but don't have to straight away bring them to a global Zoom. Do a private Zoom. Do a private Zoom, right? Now, ReNao has provided so many invitational tools in different languages. Mel Gill, every time he puts that. So when you have somebody who's an Arabic speaking person, send them the Arabic link, right? You can do this because we already provide this to you. Now, we have standard Zoom presentations as far as Blitz is concerned. We do learn and support. Okay, we create new presenters, we build team confidence and attend Zoom in larger numbers. There's so many people requested me to do this and I've done this, but we have only 33 people in the room. Okay, only 33 people wanted to learn? I don't think so, right? Blitz is all about strength in numbers, guys. I've done it before, I can do it again. For some of you who have never built big teams, don't worry, stick to me. I'm a good guy. I'll help you build a big team, right? And I'd like to end this with one common slide I do for every training of mine. A lot can happen in 1 year, guys. Take me seriously for 1 year. Some people who are 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 50 years nothing went wrong, nothing went right. But you will not even give an opportunity 1 year of time for something good to happen to you. I always say this, I can do it. I will do it. We can do it. We will do it. Right? It's very, very simple, guys. Again, as I always said, there are two kinds of people, the believers and the non-believers. Thank you so much.